Hello and welcome to ICS Learn. I'm Melissa and I'm one of the in-house tutors here. The aim of this induction video is to introduce you to ICS Learn and to give you some tips and advice to help you get started. I'll show you how to find your way around the student community, and I'll also give you an overview of how to book your exams so you can achieve your chosen GCSE or A Level qualification. First, just a little bit about ICS Learn. We're based in Glasgow and we're one of the largest online learning providers in the UK. We currently have over 10,000 learners studying with us, and we've been supporting students since we were founded as a correspondence school in 1889. The ICS in our name stands for International Correspondence Schools. We've been through a lot of changes in the last 130 years or so, and almost all our courses are now delivered completely online. As well as providing GCSE and A Level courses, we offer a range of professional courses in areas including human resources, business, accountancy and finance. Now that you've signed up for your course, we're here to support you every step of the way. So let's have a look around the ICS Learn Student Community. This is where your online learning will be done. The Student Community is our name for our dedicated VLE or Virtual Learning Environment. This is why it might look a bit different to a normal website. It's here that you'll find your course materials, contact your tutor, and download and submit your course test papers. To go direct to the student community, you can type community.icslearn.co.uk into the address bar on your browser. After you've typed the first few letters, it should come up automatically. Or you can save this page to your favourites by clicking in the bookmark icon on your browser. It usually looks like a small star like this. If you're not taken directly to the login page, click the login button at the top right-hand corner or at the bottom of the page. To log in, type in the 8-digit student number and password you were given in your welcome email. The first time you log in, you'll be prompted to change your password. Make sure you write your student number somewhere safe, because you'll need it when you get in touch with us. If you click Remember Username here, you won't have to type it in each time you log in, as long as you're using the same device and browser. If you forget your password at any point, click Forgotten your username or password to reset it. You can either enter your ICS Learn student number to do this, or use the email address associated with your student account. Log in when you've entered your details. The first time you log in, you'll be given an automated tour of the dashboard page. The dashboard is the first page you'll see when you log into the student community, and it contains links to each of your courses, as well as general information and updates at the top. Always remember to check the notifications bell when you log in case you have any unread messages from your tutor or other members of the student community. If there's a red number next to the bell, it means you've got unread notifications. Just click on the bell icon to see unread messages in bold. For example, here we can see there are 4 unread messages. If you scroll down the dashboard page, you'll see the courses you're enrolled on. Click on your name in the top right-hand corner at any time to open your user menu. This will give you the following drop-down menu. Clicking on Profile will let you check the information we hold about you. If any of your contact details need updated, please contact ICS Learn Student Services. To edit your profile, for example, to add a profile picture like this little dog picture you can see here, click on Edit Profile. You can then add or change your picture in the User Picture section. Click on Add File button to navigate to your saved profile image. This will be somewhere on your computer. Or you can drag your image into this box. When you're happy with your chosen profile picture, scroll to the bottom of the page and click Update Profile. This picture will then sit next to all your forum posts, including messages to your tutor, which will help them to remember you. Going back to the main dashboard page, we have what's called a breadcrumb trail here. This is visible on every page and will help you to see where you are within the site. You can click where it says dashboard here at any time to go back to this main page. You can also use this navigation box on the left to go to any course page or to navigate within any section within these course pages. To show or hide these navigation panels on the left, you can click this button at the top of the page. This will give you a wider view of your learning materials if you need it. Clicking on the button will open the navigation panels again. So let's have a look inside a typical course. You can either click on the course title in the navigation panel, or scroll down the dashboard page and click on the course title further down. Let's go into GCSE English. This is the main course page for International GCSE English. Notice these 5 tiles which will help you to go straight to the section you want. First, you have the Getting Started with your course tile. Clicking on this will take you to the student handbook for your course, as well as other resources and videos you might need to get started. To open the student handbook, click where you see the little green book icon. The student handbook's got all the essential information you need for your course. You can either use the table of contents to go straight to the page you want, anything shown in blue here is a link, or use these arrows at the top or bottom to go through the pages in order. If you want to print the student handbook or save it as a PDF, scroll down the page until you see the administration panel. Click on Print Book here to print a copy of the book. Back to the main course page, the My Learning tile is where you'll find all your study materials. These will be organised into study units or parts as shown here, and you should work through these in order. If you want to get an idea of how long you should spend on each part or unit, contact your tutor and let them know when you hope to finish, and they should be able to give you a rough idea. As you work through your course materials, you'll come across tutor-marked test papers at regular intervals. These are submitted to your tutor here in the assessment centre. You can type up your work or you can handwrite it depending on the task. Handwritten test papers can be uploaded by scanning them or taking a clear digital photo of each page. There are instructions for uploading completed test papers at the top here, but if you have any problems, just contact ICS Learn Student Services, whose details you can find at the bottom of each page. Unless you're doing a course which includes an NEA, a non-exam assessment, these test papers don't count toward your final GCSE or A Level grade. However, they are a good way to get feedback from your tutor and to let them know how you're getting on. On the rare occasion that you don't pass a tutor-marked test paper, you'll be able to do it again later when you feel more confident. Next is the resources section, where you'll find general resources to help you with your course. For example, you'll find your personal journal, which you'll be able to use to document your progress and to help you stay on track. Use it like a learning diary to keep you motivated. You'll also find the specification for your course and other course-specific materials such as study plans and digital textbooks where available. Finally, the Connect and Communicate section allows you to make contact with your tutor. It also contains links to student forums and to live online classrooms if they're available for your course. Here's the Connect and Communicate page. Find out more about your tutor for the course you're in by clicking on their name. To send them a message, click on the Contact Your Tutor link. I'll go back to this in a moment. Further down the page, you'll find links to the news forum, which we will use to send you course updates such as tutor holidays. You can't post on this forum, but staff members at ICS Learn will use this to get in touch with you. And then you've got the Talk to Other Students forum, where you can chat to other students on your course. Maths and English courses, where we have dedicated in-house tutors like myself, you will have access to live online classroom sessions which you can join by clicking on the blue-green ball icon at the bottom of this page at the required time. If you can't make it to the live sessions, links to recorded versions can be accessed by clicking this link and scrolling to the bottom of this page. Going back to the Contact Your Tutor link, clicking here will take you to a page like this. To send your tutor a message, or even just to introduce yourself, click on the Add New Discussion button. This feature acts like a forum, but the messages are only visible to you and your tutor. The first step is to add a title to your message. Try to make it something meaningful so you'll be able to find it quickly at a later date and to make things easier for your tutor. So for example, here we've got help with Progress Check 1 Question 3, quite specific. Type your question in this box here and try to ask for help with just one question in each post. This will make it easier for your tutor to get back to you more quickly. If you have another question, click Add a new discussion again and use it for a different title for your question. To make it clear to your tutor what you're working on, you can even paste a link to the section you need help with if it's something in your course materials. If you want to add a file, for example, an image of your written notes, or a question you need help with but would find difficult to type, for example, if it contains special notation or diagrams, you can take a photo of it and then click Browse to navigate to the file and then attach it. Just please don't attach test papers here. Your tutor won't be able to mark any test paper grades through our system unless it goes through the correct link in the assessment centre. When you're happy with your message, press Submit, and both you and your tutor will be sent emails of the message for your records. You can also request a phone call from your tutor. Just let them know when you're available and your preferred contact number. Our tutors are generally available Monday to Friday between 6 and 9 p.m, but it might be possible to arrange a call outside of these hours if you ask. When sending a message to your tutor, remember that they are a subject specialist and a qualified teacher. They're available for academic support and won't be able to help you with general queries regarding general course admin such as support periods or course fees. For this, you'll need to contact Student Services. To contact ICS Learn Student Services, scroll to the bottom of any page on the student community to find their contact details. You can phone them, email them, and talk to them via live web chat anytime during office hours, which you'll find there at the bottom too. Now for booking exams. If you're studying GCSE, International GCSE or A Level with us, and you want to get your actual qualification, you'll need to arrange to book and pay for your exams as a private candidate. ICS Learn are not an exam centre, we just provide your course materials. All GCSEs and A Levels are usually sat in the May-June exam session. So to sit them then, book and pay for them by the January before your exam date at the latest to avoid paying late fees. The first step is to find a local exam centre. That's any school, college or adult education centre who accept private external candidates and offer the qualification you're working towards. To help you find an exam centre that accepts private candidates, we've put together some links and an interactive map on your Information for GCSE and A Level Students page. Click on the link from your dashboard page. This page contains information that is useful to all GCSE and A Level students, so do take some time to look around. You can find information about booking exams in the Assessment Information section. Use these links to help you find a school or college that can take you as a private candidate. Most centres offer both Edexcel and AQA exams, so you can use either of these links to find a UK centre. You're advised to find a centre as soon as possible, even before your course if you can, to make sure you have somewhere that will take you within a reasonable travelling distance before you begin your studies. It will also help you to budget for the exam fees if you know what they'll be in advance. Exam centres set their own fees, so it's worth shopping around if you can because they can vary quite a bit. If you're sitting IGCSEs, International GCSEs, you can use this link to find centres outside the UK. IGCSEs can also be sat in the UK and are equivalent qualifications to GCSEs. Do note, however, that it is no longer possible to sit A-levels outside the UK. If you live overseas and want to sit A-levels, you will have to travel to the UK to sit your exams. You can also use this interactive map further down the page, though be aware that many centres are not listed here. If you can't find a suitable centre on the map, you can just phone any school or college you know of and ask them if they can take you. The qualification information you have to give the centre can be found in the student handbook for your course. To see the dates of your exams and the paper codes, download the exam timetable here further down the assessment centre page. And find past papers for your chosen qualification using these links here. Before you go, I'd just like to give you a few study tips. Online learning takes a lot of self-discipline and organisation. My number one tip is to put together a study timetable, making sure you devote at least 5 or 6 hours a week to each subject you're enrolled in. and please be strict about sticking to it. It's really just far too easy to let other commitments, jobs, children and so on to take over. And if you're not strict about making a timetable for your studies, you just won't make enough progress to get the result you need. If you need any advice about how long you should be spending on each section of your course, contact your tutor. The first step, though, is to make a study timetable. We have a timetable template you can use. From the Information for GCSE and A Level Students page, go to the Studying GCSE and A Level Courses with ICS Learn section. That's the first tile there. Then, in the Study Tips section on the page, you should see a timetable template. So if you click on that, it will download right at the bottom of your page, just depending on the browser. I think it's a Word document, so you can modify it if you need to. The document looks like this, so you can timetable in study sessions in 1 or 2 hour slots. For example, if you're studying maths and English, your timetable might look something like this. Note that it's more effective to study little and often than to study continuously for long periods of time. Once you're happy with your timetable, print it out and put it somewhere you can see it, on the fridge for example. Okay, so that's about it from me, so where to go from here? First, contact each of your tutors to introduce yourself. It's really good to build a relationship with your tutor right from the start. Make sure you carefully read the student handbook for each of your courses, since that's where all the important information is about your qualification. Next, find a school or college that can take you for your exams as soon as possible, even if you don't commit to booking. The sooner you can find where your nearest exam centre is and how much your exams are going to be, the better. Remember, you don't need to commit to booking your exam straight away, but it's better to plan ahead than to leave it to the last minute and then run into difficulty because your nearest exam centres can't take you, either because they're fully booked or they don't offer the qualification you want. Make a timetable and make sure you stick to it. Then you can start on Unit 1 of your course. If you have any more questions about getting started, please do contact our Student Services team who will be happy to help. Good luck with your studies, and I hope you enjoy learning with ICS Learn.